Hi everyone, I'm back today to do a part 2 flip through of my project life for 2019. This is volume 2 and I'm using a 6x12 Studio Calico album. This is in the charcoal gray color and I'm documenting weekly. So this is part 2. If you missed part 1, I will link that down below. This is for July 2019 to December 2019. And this guy is chunky because I got a little bit more creative on this one. And I also included all of our holiday stuff for Christmas. I didn't do a separate December daily album, so there's a lot of that kind of stuff in here. So it made it really chunky, but it fits and I love it. So this is the title page. I just have our initials, the dates here, and then the year. I added This Is Us acrylic. I think that's from Ellie Studio. Okay, so we start with week 27. This is July 1st through the 7th. This is the 4th of July week. So I just added a picture of us celebrating 4th of July, eating popsicles, gotta have bomb pops. Kevin also went on his motorcycle trip with his motorcycle group, and so I documented that here. And actually he was awesome enough to give me journaling each day from his trip, so where they went and who was there and things like that. So that was a fun insert. And then here I'm talking about something that happened at work, which I don't really want to share, so I'm not going to open it, but that's what that flip up is. And we were still watching Marvel, so we were just finishing up. And we got to Infinity War and we realized that Avengers Endgame wasn't out yet, so we weren't able to actually finish that last year. Week 28, I had to go on a work trip and I was happy because I got a window view that week, so that was nice. We watched Stranger Things. I couldn't think of it for a second. We watched Stranger Things season 3 on Netflix. And when I was doing a lot of organizing, so I organized all my Allie Edwards class materials into little binders and some of my stickers. Hopefully I'm in frame. Okay. So for week 29, there was not a whole lot going on. I was very tired. And so here's a little story about me snoring. Just what we were listening to, what we were watching. We went back to the arcade that we had gone to earlier in the year. And I love taking photos of that place. It's just really cool and fun. This, I was very happy because I graduated from physical therapy. I had been in physical therapy since January for frozen shoulder. So I was really happy about that. I finished volume 1 of 2019 Project Life. And this is one of my favorite manis that I have ever gotten. I call it my mermaid nails. And then this is me fangirling because Allie liked and commented on one of my stories that I did. Week 30. I don't know if it's worse if I hold this up, if you get glare. So week 30 was my dad's birthday, so I did a FaceTime call with him when he was opening his presents. It was extremely hot outside, 122. We had a dust storm warning. So we get those in the summer. We get monsoons where we have big walls of dust that come in. So we get emergency alerts for those things. We went and saw Spider-Man Far From Home in the movie theater. I think we took a random day off this week. And so we went and saw a movie, and I was just talking here about how nice it was to take a break and what things I think of as summer. So like a giant soda, Twizzlers, my summer purse, Sunnies, and then this was us at the theater, ice cream. I made this ticket in Photoshop. That was fun. The next week, my husband went on a trip to New Mexico. He went to Madrid, and this is actually a flip up, and it shows the diner, and this is the diner that's in Wild Hogs, so it just shows the outside and then inside. And he was awesome because he got me some stickers, so that was fun. And this, I made a pocket out of 2 cards, I guess a pattern paper and a journaling card. So I cut the journaling card down and sewed it onto the pattern paper, and then I created an insert that just slides in and out as a tag, and I slit the page protector right here so that this could slide in and out, and then everything else was still in the page protector. And this is just talking about my father-in-law. He passed away, so they were going to visit his I can't remember what that's called, where the urn is. I know there's a name for it, but I can't remember right now. So my mom and my niece came out to visit me, and we had so much fun. We laughed so much. So this was us just taking filtered pictures, laughing. I love that one of my mom. She's just really, really laughing and smiling, which is a true smile. You don't get that out of her a lot in pictures. I made this on the silhouette, LOL, laugh out loud. And then on the back of the insert, I have just a little bit of journaling, not a lot of journaling. After my own heart, she's doing art journaling. My mom, it was fun. It was a fun week. The next week was just being lazy. So it's really hot again here in the summer, so there was not a lot for us to do. So we were binge watching TV. We went and saw Good Boys in the theater. We also went out on a date night, and we had margaritas and churros for dessert. And we also got a laser light for our bedroom, so we can listen to music and watch the laser light show. So that's what we were doing there. This week was, I wasn't feeling good. I had fevers on and off that week, and I didn't know why. I didn't have any other symptoms, so that was kind of nerve-wracking, but everything was fine. My husband went on a motorcycle ride. We went and saw Blinded by the Light. And this is in our town, we have a water tower, and they lit it up in orange in honor of Agent Orange, or those who lost their lives or are suffering from Agent Orange exposure. So we went and saw that and took photos. Week 35. Here I'm talking about, I used the fun story kit from Ali Edwards, and I was talking about the ways that we play. So I'm just talking about like listening to music. We have music nights with the lasers, and we sing along to our phone. We do karaoke on our phone, which is fun. Going out to dinner, singing, doing nothing. We were repainting our front room. So there's just some pictures of that process. And then my husband went on another motorcycle ride. This is us redoing our living room, our front room. Just buying new accessories. We were talking about that. This is a piece that we bought at a furniture store here, which I absolutely love. It's just this huge sideboard. So we ended up naming it Cyborg because Kevin kept calling it Cyborg instead of sideboard. So I absolutely love that. That was a really good find. Just more. This was using the Ali Edwards design story kit. And then we went through, so we put all of our videos, we went through and cleaned them out and organized them into Cyborg. This week we went on a vacation to Washington. It was our 18-year anniversary, which is crazy. So I wrote here about 9/11 because we got married 4 days after 9/11, and talking about how our anniversary is always going to be tied with 9/11 and kind of what that means to us and how we dealt with that for our wedding. This is us on our wedding day. We rode off on a motorcycle. And then this is us now, 18 years later. It definitely does not feel like 18 years. So we went to Seattle and we stayed on Whidbey Island, which was amazing. It was so cool. We went to explore Seattle. This is us in our house that we rented in Whidbey Island. And it had this hammock and had this just amazing view. So we hung out there. And then this is something that happened on our trip is that Kevin got this huge rash, and he got it from actually moving Cyborg. So we call it Cyborgitis. So he ended up in the ER because it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. So he had to deal with that while we were there. Next week we were still in Seattle. We were flying home from our trip, and then all of a sudden it kind of moved from summer into fall, and we got really into fall mode. So I moved into my fall purse. We started watching Harry Potter, and I got sick. So you can see all the cold and tissue. Seems like I always get sick every time I travel. So that was that week. Week 39, again, major fall mode. Got a fall mani. We decorated our house for Halloween. This was at the end of September, last week in September. And we were lighting fall candles, and then I had a pumpkin spice latte. Week 40, we went on a trip to Zion National Park with my parents. So that was, we were watching Harry Potter, we went on our trip, I switched planners for fall. This was so relaxing, just hanging out by the fire and talking with my parents and Kevin. This is a huge cottonwood tree that's in Zion National Park by the lodge. You can see how small my parents are. So I had to blow that picture up big and put it in here. And then I have the same picture with me and Kevin on the back side. This is how small we are. You can see the red rocks in the background. It was so pretty. And here I actually stamped, I had this stamped on the back of this postcard, but I wanted to put a picture there, so I ended up copying it and then putting it on a clear sticker paper and sticking it on right here so you can see the stamps from the national park right there. Just one of my favorite hikes that we went on was the river walk. This was us on the shuttle, trying to get everyone in the selfie. The next week was Halloween mode, I guess. We started getting into Halloween mode, so I was working on October daily. This is a ghost that is in the neighborhood, the ghost decoration that's in the neighborhood. So we always look for that when we go on our walks, and we say it's not Halloween. Excuse me, it's not Halloween until we see that ghost. So if you want to know more about that, there's a story of that in my October daily, and I have a video for that and process videos if you want to see more of that. Here I did a pocket of a ride that my husband went on, and then inside I did a Snapchat selfie filter, yeah, and put that on here. And I was gonna write about it, but I decided I didn't really need to. It was just Snapchat. So, and then it got something on it, so it looks a little weird, but that's okay. I didn't feel like reprinting it. So that's that. Then more Harry Potter candy. I'm just talking about what was going on that week. Next week, we're back in fall mode. We went to Sedona to see the fall leaves. It was still a little green, so we didn't really get as many colors as we want. There was one really nice one. I guess there was some color. So we were just talking about that trip, and then we got screen doors installed on the front and back doors. So those were nice because we could open the doors and let in the nice air. This week we went on a date night to Zombieland, Double Tap. That was fun. More Snapchat filters. I joined a book club, so this was my first night going to book club, and we all dressed up with witches' hats, and the table was all decorated with Halloween decorations and candles. It was so fun. And then again, working on my October daily. So all of this stuff is covered in my October daily album too. Week 44 was Halloween week and my husband's birthday week, and we went on a trip to Jerome. So this is talking about our trip to Jerome, and this is him opening birthday presents. This was our house on Halloween night. I just love how it glows with all the lights there, with our pumpkins. This is our pumpkins that we carved. And then we were watching this show, Turkey Hollow. I guess it's a Muppet show about Thanksgiving. So we started getting into Thanksgiving mode here. Week 45, we decorated for Thanksgiving. We watched The Shining. I had never seen that before, so that was interesting. And I finished my October daily album, and I posted the video. And that's pretty much all that was going on there. And then week 46, we realized that we were going to be traveling for December for Christmas, and we were getting really busy, so we decided we better decorate for Christmas now. So we ended up decorating outside at least for Christmas this week and taking down Thanksgiving. So we put it up one week, took it down the next, and put up Christmas. I took the day off of work for Veterans Day, and I went through all of my Christmas stuff and put all of my Halloween stuff away and organized it, and then got Christmas out. And I was starting to work on my Thankful 30 album last year for November. And then I was just really, really tired. And so we ended up spending the whole day on the couch binging Jack Ryan. Week 47, we were in Utah visiting my family. And we went to... This was right before Thanksgiving. So we went out the week before and we worked from there. So it was raining here. Just talking about a text from my husband there. That was really sweet. We went and saw the Jubilee of Trees, which is just, it's a, they have people that decorate all these different trees, and then you go and vote on which one you like, and I think they auction them off for charity. And then they also have gingerbread houses. We went on a hike, and I got my hair colored, which I hadn't had done in a long time. You can't really, I don't know if you can really tell. It's a little bit more red there. Week 48 was Thanksgiving week. So here I just journaled about what we did every day. It was my parents' anniversary. I think their 48th anniversary. So we took them out to a really nice dinner. This is just talking about who was at Thanksgiving dinner, what we had, and just different things that I had overheard while we were there. And then this insert is all about Thanksgiving. This was from my sister. She did a gift pack, like a little gift bag for us for Thanksgiving. So I took the tag and put that in there. These are all of our pies. We had so many pies. And I made an apple pie. There's my mom cooking dinner. Then on the back, I have what I'm grateful for, and then Kevin has what he's grateful for. And then these are our name place tags from Thanksgiving dinner. My sister also made those. I took those, my niece. And this is Rachel Green's English trifle from Friends, the recipe. I got this from Kelly Perky. She had a really cute swag bag for Thanksgiving. So this is us at our two tables. We have the kid table and the adult table for Thanksgiving. This is also from that swag bag from Kelly Perky, Black Friday, and what I was looking for and stuff like that. Went out to breakfast I think it was lunch actually. I went out to lunch with my best friend from childhood. And then we drove home, and on Sunday I got an INR home testing kit, which is something that I had to do, go to a lab or have a lab come here every single week for the past 20 months. So I was beyond excited to actually get a home testing kit so I could just do it myself. Week 49, now we're starting to get into Christmas mode. It's right after Thanksgiving. We decorated the house, and so this actually I had in a December daily, and then I pulled it out because I decided I just wasn't gonna have enough time to do a separate album. So I put a lot of that stuff in here. So I did have like the whole coffee cup punched out into the album, but I ended up just cutting it down. So that's why there's some sewing right here. And I just journaled about getting my caramel brulee. That's my favorite. And we watched The Crown season 3. And then, you know, Baby Yoda. You have to put Baby Yoda in here from last year. So Baby Yoda went viral, and I was talking about that and all the memes. It was so much fun. Here was book club again. And I always do a spa day in December. So I had my spa day. I got a massage and a mani-pedi and a facial. So that was fun. Week 50. This is our date night week, or our Christmas date. So we always go on a Christmas date every year. And so this year we went and saw the Nutcracker. So I printed out a photo of the program. And then in the back, inside of this folder that I made, I have our tags. And so you can open them and see them like that. And then it just closes back up. And I can insert it back in. And it just, whoops. Make sure it's straight, and then just get back in there. So that just fits in there. And this is just another picture of us, which I hate. So it's covered up, but just more pictures of us from our date night. We went out and saw Christmas lights. So this is talking about that. This is, again, where we went and saw the ballet. And this is our holiday playlist. This is talking about our Christmas lights. So we have a tradition that we always listen to Delilah. But for the past several years, we've not been able to find her. So we finally found her station, and we're able to listen to it again. So we were really happy about that. Week 51, here we were actually traveling to Albuquerque to see Kevin's family for Christmas. So there's a couple of bad things that happened on our way to Albuquerque. One of them is that my husband accidentally put regular gasoline in the diesel truck. So we had to have our friend come and tow us. And my dad, at the same time, like almost the exact same time, hit his head and split it like really bad, and he had to have all these stitches. So all that was happening. That was not good. I made these tags, and this page was like a full page that I used my fuse tool to make 2 different pockets here, and one for me, one for Kevin. And then on the back is our wish list and our ages and things like that. These are our new ornaments for 2019. So everywhere we go, when we travel, we get an ornament to put on our tree, and we have an ornament tree where all of our ornaments, since we've been married, from all of our trips have gone on there. So this year we got Dallas, Zion, Poncho. This is not a trip, but my husband bought a new motorcycle, so we got an ornament for that, and then our trip to Seattle. Talking about work, so I had so much work because we had a project due January 1st, so I was very, very busy. But I did go and visit or have dinner with my friend at Cheesecake Factory that week. This was us in Albuquerque. We went to see the Biopark Zoo. There's a lights, River of Lights, I guess that's what they call it. So that was me and my mother-in-law there. Week 52 was Christmas week. So here are just some pictures from Christmas Eve, morning, afternoon, and evening, and Christmas Day, morning, afternoon, and evening. This was me and Kevin on Christmas morning. This is an insert of our gift tags. So another tradition that we have is to create funny gift tags to each other. Instead of writing our names, we write like to Giulio from Harley, because I like Giulio planners and he likes Harleys. So that's what these are. So I just kept a few of them. I kept some from other people. Like this is from my mother-in-law. This is from my sister-in-law. And there's a few more on the back. This is talking about Christmas and celebrating our own Christmas. So after we got back, we did our own Christmas here and opened presents. So that was our tree and our fireplace. I just did a little sequin mix. And then we went and saw Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. And here I slit the photo and then I put a little thumb notch in the page protector so you can pull out the tags and put them back in easily. The next page is just basically a wrap up. So that was the last week of the year, and the rest of the year is in, I think there's a few days. Yeah, December 29th. So 30th and 31st are in my next album, because I always start on a Monday to Sunday. So here is just kind of a wrap up of 2019. This was a wrap up of Christmas, so or of December. So I don't know if you can see that. There you go. So here I just did a calendar. This was a 6x8 size. I just cut it in half and made it a flip up, and just added what we were doing in December. And I like how that turned out. And then, is that in frame now? Okay. And then just what joy looks like, joy feels like, and joy sounds like. So twinkle lights, cocoon time, which is what I call our time at home together during the holidays, and then crackling fire is what joy sounds like. This, I actually got an idea to do this from Stephanie Grimes. I think she's created by Steph on Instagram, and it's basically, I got these from Ellie's studio, and it's the best TV of the year, the best music of the year, best movie, etc. So I went through and did flip up of what I put as the best of the year. So let me see if you can see that again. Yeah, so the best TV of the year I said was The Crown season 3. Music was Taylor Swift, Reputation. Movie, I said The Shining. And then book was Hotel on the Corner of Bitter and Sweet. And then I had YouTube. My favorite YouTube channels were Dearly D, My Little Journal, Allie Edwards, and Steph Grimes. And then on the back, I have flora. So I have the best flora of the year was tulips that I got from Kevin. Food were these dill pickle slices we found, which we love to put on our sandwiches. Drink was Baby Yoda cocktails, which we had for New Year's Eve. So they'll be in my next flip through for 2020. And my favorite trip of the year was Dallas, Texas. And then podcasts, I like Take Note and Hitchhiker's Guide to the Planiverse. And then up here, I said my hashtag favorites of 2019. And I just put what I like to look at for Instagram, all the hashtags that I like. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please let me know if you have any questions, or there anything that you saw that you want to know where I got it from, and I'll try and look that up for you. And I'll be back hopefully very soon to do my next flip through of 2020. Thank you for watching. Bye.